Welcome back, folks. You know, Pat Green parlayed his long run at the top of the Texas country heap into major Nashville success over the past 10 years with top 10 singles, huge album sales, and sold-out shows everywhere. But Pat still has his finger on the pulse of the Texas music scene because just as much as he is a part of it, he's also a big fan of it. We recently hopped on Pat's tour bus to check in on what's up with the next phase of his musical career. Here he is, Pat Green.
What's been going on with me right now is I left RCA in October. I kind of felt like the ship was sinking. I felt like the music industry as it was in the last decade has really made a huge change. And so I really didn't feel like being on the biggest record label in the world was advantageous. So I left them and I started making, I'm in the middle of 2 records right now. One of them is the second installment of Songs We Wish We'd Written, which is something Cory Moore and I did about 10 years ago. And he's got another record coming out right now, or else we'd be, doing it all together on this one as well. But so I just got together a bunch of friends, Ed Roland from Collective Soul and Cory Moore again and Jack Ingram and the usual suspects, and we're going to just do music that I like to cover. And so Joe Ely songs and James Taylor songs and Allman Brothers tunes and stuff like that. And so yeah, to me it sounds like I don't know, it's just a great project. And then we're also doing a whole new material record as well, and that'll come out a little bit later, probably in 2012 or 2011. But this record right now that we're concentrating on is a lot of fun to do.
I wanna be that man if you let me.
I co-write almost all the time. I very rarely write all by myself, and the reason why I enjoy it is because I think perspective is really pretty much, well, it's the biggest part of the game. I mean, if my perspective is good and somebody else's perspective is good, then it can only enrich the project. And so, writing by myself, if I get a really good idea, I don't mind carrying it through the goal line, but I mean, 2 heads are definitely better than one, and Paul McCartney and John Lennon working together certainly didn't ever hurt. So I'm not saying I'm either one of those guys, but if the guys who I look up to the most will do it, so will I. And if I'm writing big songs, then great. And if I sit down and write, In This World, which is a really down kind of exploration of my family and my thoughts, then that's what I write that day. But yeah, for the last probably 5 or 10 years, it seems like I'm writing anthemic, larger songs, and that's just because that's where my heart is. I would love to see Texas music and Red Dirt music go to this other level, and it's hard to be patient, but the only thing you can ever learn from patience is patience.
You don't have to guess what I'm against. You know what I'm for.
Josh Abbott, who's going on right now, I think is very talented. I think Wade Bowen is probably my favorite guy to listen to. I just like the way he puts things together. He seems to have a very, just a sense of self. He really knows what he's trying to get across. Not only that, but a great sense of melody. Brandon Ryder is a fantastic guy to listen to for me. And then all the usual suspects like Cory and Cross Canadian and Randy and Eli Young certainly has. Eli Young has the red carpet laid out in front of him right now, and it's just how far do they want to run with the ball? I think as a leader of any genre, you should try to tell people to go and expand your horizon as far as you can go. I think if all you're worried about is playing in Texas, then you might have a really great career, but sooner or later people are going to be tired of seeing you every week or every month or every whatever, and it's a great big world out there. So long as it's great music, you'll play anywhere, and if it's a great band, you'll play anywhere. If it's great musicianship and talent on stage, then you're going to have a great time doing it. It doesn't matter where you're from. And so what's fun about it to me is well, at least what I hope I'm getting across is that people understand that, man, you can do this forever if you want to. But if you think you can do it forever only in one spot, man, that's a small, shallow well, and it'll go dry pretty quick.